All right, so the date is June 21st. So now I'm going to showcase all the changes I've done so far on the game. I realized that there was an error, so I created a video yesterday, and if you realize it was cut short. The reason being is cut short is because while I was working with the upgrade system, it was just the editor just randomly pausing. So I was trying to figure out that I was talking to the other developer, one of my friends on the team, Giovanni, and then I realized like what's going on. So apparently this this one little thing, error pause. So tell me if you can really see if that's really activated or not. Tell me. So what this does, error pause, if there's any conflicts, meaningless if it is like a big conflict or a small conflict, or just something such as simply like something such as simply you didn't assign like a certain object or something, right? Basically, like if you didn't like assign like a certain object or something of that nature, it will pause the entire editor and it would not tell you the reason why. So this was a big issue, during this was a humongous issue when I was trying to figure it out. But at least now I know it's still not. So I'm not gonna showcase everything that I've done. So, beginning with the UI changes. So, for the UI, I worked on the UI for all four upgrade systems: tool, health, negativity, and player stat. So, if I were to go to if I go to, first of all, jump into 2D mode, and then I go to Sean and Ty working upgrade system, negativity. So this is how negativity looks. Boom. As you can see, I updated it. All of them have the high res background. The one that was without the high res background before was the player stats, so I add that in, as well as I changed those weird pixelated lines to these new purple lines, which these purple lines were actually a creation from Sarah, and they were supposed to be for the health, for your health bar. So instead I repurposed it, so now we actually have like these nice looking smooth bars and look way better. So this is a negativity. If I go to the tool, this is how the tool looks. This is a tool. Really nice and smooth. This is a tool. If I were to go to health, this is the health. Health, everything looks nice, high res. And then this is the player stat. Boom. Everything nice and high res. See this high res, how it looks in game. Everything nice and high res. Right, good. Next thing was, I believe I showed this off before, so now let me run the game and just I could run it in maximize. No, I could run it in maximized. Alright, so let me actually lower the volume a little bit. So options, sound, there you go, so you can hear me talk a little bit. Oh, you see this? This is there's a confirmation prompt that I had since I created the first main menu. So what this does is anytime you press like, anytime you like, whoa, what happened? Anytime like you, oh, why did that happen? Not strange. I think I might have accidentally like pressed between it, but that's just the point. Anytime that, I don't know why the UI goes to the back, it's weird. Anytime that you were to apply a certain setting, apply, it would pop up basically, or it should apply. It should pop up. I think I only added it for I think games controls. I've just added in for the rest. But yeah, so showcasing all that I've done so far. So see, it doesn't pause anymore because I fixed. So this was the error that was making the game pause. Resume can only be called on an active agent placed on nav mesh. So that was the whole error, and that was breaking the game. And I thought, oh, big critical thing, but at least now that's fixed. So you remember I added an upgrade. I think I did a video on that. An upgrade system controller, whereby there's no overlapping. So if you were to step in between these, like if I try to get perfectly in between these, trying to get perfectly in between them so my feet would hit both of them. But what happened basically is someone pointed out that bug that if you were to walk, you were to collide with both of the plots at the same time, both of the prompts would pop up so they would overlay each other. So what I did is basically whichever prompt comes up first, it would turn off all the rest. So that's that I fixed that. Um, what else did I work on? I worked on the infrared ability. So if you remember the infrared ability from when you began the game, you press three, as see neg infrared, and then it basically you get this new vision and it showcases all the NPCs with negativity. The issue with that was that that was before we added all these new models, and we had like the same little knight model and made them all black. So what that would do is we just color the models, but now we have different models, all different. We had to actually change it. So what I done was I was able to duplicate the geometry. So if you would go to an NPC, so if I go to scene out of 2D and I'll go to an NPC. So let's just go to not that. Let's just go to negativity tip just so we could be on the ground. So if I were to tap her and then I go to here, enemy, you can see if I press enemy, scroll on here, added this new script in Fred Material Controller. So it takes your playability. So what this does, I can even open the script if you show you back, just explain it. It takes the player ability script from you, and basically if the infrared is on, it would check the enemy health resources. If it is greater than 1 and you have infrared on, then it would turn off your regular texture and it would put on the infrared. So when I talk about the geometry, is this what I'm talking about, the geometry here, just like the skin, the mesh, render, and such. So as you can see, this is um the standard material, which is properly clothed and look proper. And if I were to put on the infrared, which is turned off in a moment, it looks like this, very bright and highlighted, right? That showcase that they have negativity. So what I could do now is that once I run the game and I were to go, and also we need to fix the stuttering. Jonathan is really good with nav mesh. We gotta fix the stuttering for final release. If I were to actually go to her, and then I zoom out so I can see the other one and the other NPC in the back. Press 3. Oh, I pressed E. My bad. I said 3. There you go. If I press 3, as you can now see, both of them are highlighted. To showcase that they have negativity. You can actually see the negativity being drawn onto the player. And then you see once you're out to infrared, it turns off. Another thing on the showcase is that if you try infrared when someone does not have negativity, they would not highlight. However, the issue with that is that I have it set as if it's greater than 1, then it would highlight. So what I could do instead is activate that if it's greater than, maybe if it's equal to max negativity, because what would happen is as soon as they get negativity, because obviously negativity regenerates to their non-quest NPCs, they would be highlighted. So if I drain all the negativity, alright, and I press 3, you can see she's not highlighted anymore because she doesn't have any more negativity, and he is still highlighted, he has negativity. So this is how it's meant to work, and it works properly. So now I actually added this to all of the NPCs within the playground. So let's go to playground. Alrighty, so we're in playground. So and also we have this new shop here that Shannon created. She created this beautiful shop for the shopkeepers, so not just our wrong thing. So it looks like an actual shop now. Obviously, you can still talk to them, and they could get, they could use up your negativity, so to buy things. So let me get increase speed, and let me get health over time. Thank you. Press I. Increase speed, health over time. So see, when you have increased speed and health over time, you have this really cool run effect. And when you gain health over time, you see it surrounds you like this. So again, if I were to, this is so many NPCs, and I want to showcase all of them. I need to scroll as far as I possibly can. Or instead of scrolling as far as I possibly can, I'm going to run it from the straight playground. So I'm going to playground. I'm going to save changes, of course. I'm going to go to playground and I'm going to run it unfocused. And I'm gonna showcase this to you. So now, okay, so I'm going to be all the way over here. Now, if I run the game and activate infrared and I pause it, and I'll go around, you'll see all the non-quest NPCs with negativity. So you remember, non-quest NPCs are obviously the NPCs without exclamation marks. And you can see all of them have the sad cloud and the aura that you can drain from them, correct? So basically, what's gonna happen now is that all right. Basically, what's going to happen now is that if I activate infrared, so I press 3, I pause the game in infrared scene. Look, there you go. Look at that. Nope, guys, don't do that. Look, everyone who has negativity is highlighted. Look at that. So in the playground, there are one, two, three, four, five, six possible non-quest NPCs they can get negativity from. As you can see, all of them are highlighted. You can see it actually looks pretty cool. You see all of them are highlighted. So they look like that in the scene, but obviously in the game, you're gonna see it like this. But yeah, so everyone who has negativity is now highlighted. And then of course, as soon as your infrared runs out, so let me zoom back out to get you can see all six of them. Let me run the game. I was supposed to unpause it and not and not push play. So if I do this scene, let's wait until negativity runs out so you can see that all of their highlight is gonna go away. There you go. You see? So yep, so that's good. So that's what I've done. We have upgrade system looks good. Upgrade UI looks good. We have a controller for the infrared now, so that's good. So yeah, progress is continuously being made and continuously updating the quality of life of empathy. So yeah, that's a showcase of what I've done. So now we have infrared in both playground and in farm.